Hey dudes and chicks, and neither of those roles don't apply to you. Welcome to Micka for last time. My name is Katie. Welcome to another episode of Hump It or Dump It, where I tell you guys which makeup's getting me hot and which makeup I think you should swipe left on. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts on what new releases are coming out, then just hang out. I'm just gonna move over, even though I know there's things in the background that are gonna fucking screw everything up. So if I get a little blurry or whatever, I'm not drunk and neither are you. It's actually my camera when I move to the side. It's like things like this, little scully poo. Here, let's try to pull that forward. There's a lot going on back here. Let me open up my phone when I'm not to be fucking trusted once I do that. And go to my Hump It or Dump It file. So here's what always happens is I go to do a Hump It or Dump It and I go to look and see and I get excited about a new release that I'm seeing and I go to like check out new releases. If I see something I get excited about, and then I go and I look around and I see what all the new releases are, and they're all trash. Like they don't really, I don't care either way about them. I feel indifferently toward them. I have no feeling about them either way. So this isn't a video about new releases. This is a video about what I feel about what has been launched. And if I feel like strongly that I don't like it or strongly that I do like it, then I put it on a Hump It or Dump It. It's not really about new releases. If you guys want to see great new releases videos, Nikki Raven has a great new releases video. Leora has a great new releases video. Point being, some of this stuff has been on here for a minute. So I'm going to start with the Beauté Smoky Rose palette. It actually launched quite some time ago, and I don't even know if it's still available. It's a limited edition, and honestly, I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why this palette was a limited edition. Like, I'm not even sure why anybody would even buy this, honestly. But, I mean, I get it. It's a neutral palette. And, like, here's the deal. I feel like there are brands that have the market on neutral palettes. And they are sought after by people who are going to Ulta and Sephora. And so, I don't know if Ace Beauté is at Ulta and Sephora. It might be. But, quite frankly, I just feel like Ace Beauté is a niche that it's drawing in a certain crowd, and I don't know, I just felt like this palette was pretty boring, and to be a limited edition, like everybody's chomping to get it, I wonder if it's still available. I mean, it probably sold with the quickness and it's just me, but oh, it is sold out, so I'm wrong. I'm not the norm. I'm not the status quo. Then the second thing is I was going to say, from Martine Cosmetics, they came out with those 3 mini palettes. I honestly am like, I feel like Martine Cosmetics has like come out with some really interesting and unique palettes. And I feel like I just feel like both of these palettes were kind of a stretch to get into a different vein, which I get it. That's fine. If you need a new vein, then get a new vein. But I'm not sure that I don't necessarily agree with that move for them, and I found this really boring, and I've been really wanting to pull the trigger on Martine, and I feel like I missed out on the 669 palette or whatever the fuck it was, because that was really like my aesthetic, and it feels like this is like kind of moving away from that, and it actually is a little, I don't know, disappointing. Finally introducing my highly anticipated brand new Love Face palette. Really, Natasha? Is it highly anticipated? Let's get into this shit, because honestly, this is probably one of the most exciting things that I have in my whole Hump It or Dump It, and I'm fucking jazzed about it. And it's the Blursh Book Pressed palette made by Mitchell. I am totally into this, and also I actually just recently got an affiliate link with Made by Mitchell, and so I'll have it listed in the description box. However, I don't have a discount code. It's just an affiliate link. If you guys are interested in making a purchase, it helps me. I'm so sorry it doesn't save you any money. Give me time. I'm working on it. So anyways, this is one of the 2 most exciting things that I have. I am all about this, and I fucking love it. And I haven't gotten it yet, but it's $44 and it has 12 blushes. What the fuck? That's a smoking fucking deal. So anyways, if you guys are interested in getting this, you can get it with my affiliate link listed below. No shame in that. Like, literally, like, I'm excited that I, like, fucking pushed that one because, dude, it's fucking cute. It's got every color. It's got all the colors. It's just so cute. Anyways, 44 bucks. Get the fuck out. You can't beat that. Fantasy Cosmetica Rogue palette. Totally cute. Honestly, I feel like I've just missed the boat on Fantasy Cosmetica. I don't have any of their palettes. I feel like I just missed the boat on it. I just feel like it's too late for me. I don't know why. I just feel like Fantasy Cosmetica isn't a brand for that I'm gonna feature on my channel or whatever. I can't predict the future. Like, I may feature it on my channel, but I just keep missing the launches, so I don't know. I'm gonna talk about the Mooed waterliner palette. It was available on February 27th, so it's actually been out for quite a while. It looks so cute to me, and I really have been wanting a waterliner palette, or like really starting to work with waterliners. They're actually kind of hard for me, and so I don't even know if it's a thing that I want to get into, but if I was gonna get into it, it would be with this palette. I feel like for me, Unearthly is kind of paving the way for me to fucking dip my fingers into trying things that I normally wouldn't try or don't really care for. And honestly, every fucking graphic liner look I've done with an Unearthly product has turned out good, satisfactory. I've been in love with it. Every graphic liner that I've done with another fucking waterliner has been total shit. So I'm not saying everyone, but the last one I did was total shit. I did it with Singe Beauty liners and I totally fucked it. So anyways, I really want to try this. It's $30. You can use my discount code LOSSEDKATIE to save 10%. I make a little, you save a little. It's good for everybody. I want to talk about the Serpent eyeshadow palette. It's actually sold out, but I want to... Yeah, I think it's on pre-order. It's 65 euros, which euros I think are pretty close to the American dollar, like way closer than pounds. And I mean, it's fucking cute. It looks really good. Now, I'm not sure what their affiliation is with Martes makeup, but she's been the one who's been promoting it, and she's been the one that has gotten my attention with it. So if you guys are interested in that, you should go check out Martes makeup, her channel, her page, whichever. Oh, it's a collaboration between Micka Beauty Shop and Martes makeup. And I'm a collaboration between Too Fast with My Mouth and A Little Fucking Stupid. I saw this empty magnetic palette and it says Ensley Reign Cosmetics Enchanted Garden. It's like a little mushroom with a fucking fairy and shit. It's all cute. Like, not a mushroom you eat, like a mushroom that you live in. It's adorable, and so I just think it's fucking cute. And it's and they said to hold your Enchanted Garden collection. So the new Spring Duochrome collection will be releasing very soon. I'm not sure if it has, but let's just see. It is $8 a single, $34 for a bundle, $38 with the magnetic palette. That's a good fucking deal, I think. $8 a single? I bet you anything it's really good. I think it's going to be adorable. I totally would buy it. Okay. The Glaminatrix Into the Night palette is coming out, and they actually did like a black and white like teaser reel on Instagram, and they at the end of it was like, I think this is gonna be pretty good. She was like, yeah, this reel is done with a black and white filter to like tease the launch. And so then at that point I was like, so that means you're not like actually launching? We can't like get mad at you for false advertising when this turns out to be a colorful palette instead of a black and white and gray palette with 12 or 16 shades or whatever. And she was like, that's correct. So like, it's pretty sad that people actually need to fucking be told that this isn't like a black and white and gray palette. I don't know. Anyways, the full palette, it may just be my favorite one we've done so far. Get the fuck out. Really? That must mean it's pretty good. Does anybody have any idea, like, what the owner of Glaminatrix, what, like, her favorite color stories are? Because if you did, then whatever. Then stuff. Let's see. Oh, wait. Who guessed the theme? It's got a bunch of little drinky pews. Nightlife, chaser. Oh, okay. Cocktails on the rocks. Oh, that's actually... that seems frightening. That doesn't sound like my fucking jam per se. Okay, what else? I'm not like opposed to fucking, but like literally, what could it be? Is it browns? Is it martini? I don't know. Anywhoosies. I am going to talk about the Season of the Witch palette by Notoriously Morbid, just because, dude, I had it in my shit, and I honestly didn't know if I was going to get it. I did end up getting it in PR, and obviously I've used it a couple times for you, but pre-order is still open, and I want you guys to jump on it if you're interested in it, just because I don't want anybody to miss out on it. It's fucking cute. It's adorable. And also, and it's still on pre-order, so like it isn't sold out yet, so fucking get it. You can use my code with that as well. All my discount codes are listed in the description box below. And, oh my god, the introducing our haunted highlights by Bitter Lace Beauty. Every time I've looked at these, I've literally almost died. I want to hug my phone. I want to rub it on my crotch. I literally can't stand how fucking cute these ghosty fucking highlighters are. They're adorable. Every time I see them, I comment like a fucking idiot. I would absolutely fuck the shit out of these highlighters without a doubt. Without a condom. Kidding? Or am I? Ghost sex is different, right? Have you guys ever read The Witching Hour? Ghost sex is not dangerous. Or it is dangerous in other ways. I actually really like this. It's from Unearthly Cosmetics, and honestly, I've never seen anything by them that I was like really in love with. And this is the Man-Eater palette, right? The Man-Eater eyeshadow palette, brush set, and sponge. The brush set's meh. Okay, so it's the Man-Eater palette, and it's literally like the shimmers look really good. They don't look disappointing. The color story is pretty original. I feel like it's got some oranges in it, which make it a little bit interesting to me. It's like an orange and green palette, essentially. And I don't normally like orange and green palettes, but I feel like the way that they made this, it's actually you can do a lot of looks with it. And they have that ferocious fucking pink sitting right in the middle, which is probably tricking me. And it's actually like drunk goggles. Like every time I see pink, I turn into a fool who will fucking fall for anything. So anyways, yeah, I'm probably just falling for that pink in the center, but I think it looks really good. And I think the shimmers look like really good quality. So anyways, let's see something here. It's launching on the 30th at 4 p.m. BST, which I don't even know what that is. BST, somebody help a bitch out, come on. So I was yammering on, and my camera was stopped for quite some time. So I actually finished the video and realized that I'm a huge douche. So I'm just gonna clean off the mud off my glasses and carry on. So, Nomad Cosmetics, it just released, well, they're releasing something. They're, here, I put my seat down at the end of the last, as I was finishing up, I put my chair down. Fucking idiot. Okay, just kidding. I'm so sorry if that was a trigger. for all of us who want to shoot ourselves frequently. Just kidding, I'll cut that out. I'm so dark. Okay, so Nomad is coming out with a new palette, and honestly, I'm looking at this green, and it's like so... It looks like it's super shifty. It looks like it's a nice lime to a fucking aquamarine, which I can totally get on board with. So I love Nomad. I love their theme. I love that they have integrity. I love the owner of Nomad. They're just like such a great brand. The color story doesn't always speak to me. So we're just going to have to see what happens here. But honestly, Nomad is a brand I'd like to fuck. So period. Like no matter what. No matter what, I support them no matter what. They're great. Bella Beauty Bar is coming out with a fucking 150,000 color pastel palette called the Pastel Garden. I'm not exactly sure what can we do with this. There's no dimension. If I was going to get an undimensional, if I was going to get a one-dimensional palette with 50 shades, wait, actually how many? 36 shades. I'm sure the shimmers are really good because Bella Beauty Bar, but like I've never tried them, and honestly, the palette's $70, so that seems like pretty, that's a square deal, but not for me. This is a swipe left for me. If I was going to get a palette like this, I'd get the Unlock Your Creativity palette or whatever by P. Louise. So, I mean, I would definitely, if I was going to get a pastel pinky and a pastel blue-green palette, it would definitely be the P. Louise palettes. P. Louise is like, rocks my shit. Literally makes me bust every time and fucking gets me breakfast in the morning. Like, literally, P. Louise is my fucking shit, right? There is a brand called Lawless Beauty. I don't know. Lawless, that's it. Clean like you've never seen. I love the name Lawless. I love Tom Hardy. Now that Tom Hardy's like, whew, just the name fucking gets me worked up. I'm a little sweaty. Cruelty Free Beauty by Annie Lawless. She's the founder and CEO of Lawless Beauty. Okay, wait, she has a YouTube channel. She doesn't look like my shit, my jam, but this fucking palette, this whole collection, it's called the Lavender One Talc Free Eyeshadow Palette. It's $27 for 8 mattes and shimmer shades. I think that's reasonable AF. The color story is adorable. It has one deepening shade that's literally like practically my favorite color in the world, and every single color in this palette like would blend it out perfectly. So like I'm not really looking at the shimmers, I'm just looking at the mattes. The shimmers don't look like anything to scream about, but for $27, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? For the price, please. They're satins. Really, I mean, for us, right? For those of us here who like shine like the fucking North Star, like, yeah, they're satins. So, but they look really good. There's 2 lip glosses. It says they're $26. I'm not sure if that's a piece or for both, but they look super cute. I think this looks cute. I'm not getting it, but it looks cute. It actually attracted my attention. I'd way rather get this pastel palette than the fucking Bella Beauty Bar pastel palette. At least this has one-dimensional shade in it. 1 out of 5 is pretty good. 0 out of 36, I'm no math wizard, but I feel like that's not that good. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, one right now is 21 Days of Beauty at Ulta, and no, Sephora's having their big deal, their Oh I'm a Big Deal sales event. You know, if you're like an insider, a VIB, if you're Rouge. I haven't bought anything at Sephora for so fucking long. I literally, they probably don't even remember me. I probably don't even have an account there anymore. I haven't bought anything there in forever. It doesn't fucking matter to me, but the VIB sale is coming up, and it's April, I think it says 14th to the 24th, 14th to the 24th, 18th to the 24th, and 18th to the 24th. So you guys can get 30% off, 20% off. You guys know the deal. The Dragon Prism 3, not another sequel, by Enchanted Luster Cosmetics. Now, I make a joke about the name because it's ridiculous, but I will say, they're like, what are they calling this one? Dragon Prism 3. Oh, okay, that's a really good name. Okay, they really fucking knocked that one out of the park. But the color story looks phenomenal. The finger swatches look kind of chunky, and the swatches that they have on Instagram don't look that great, but I bet they fucking are. I bet this palette is really nice. However, I feel like I looked and it was like $180. So it's like, I'm not judging them. Like, I bet you anything it costs that much and it's worth that much, and it's like a really great brand, but $180 on a palette is like not in my fucking future. So that's definitely a swipe left, but it would be a swipe right. It's like when you look on fucking Tinder and you see a fucking doctor or an architect and you think they're hot and you're like, I fucking would really like to date that guy, but you're like, I could never get with that guy. And so then you swipe left because you think that they're out of your league or something, but they're probably really just a pretentious asshole and totally fucking boring and can't even understand my sense of humor anyways. So that's not even a thing for me, Enchanted Luster. They always catch my eye and I always want to date them, but like, it's like really hot guys. They look really great, but they're just not really that great. Or $180 for a palette is like, I get it. I would spend it someday. I probably am buying Enchanted Luster palettes left and right in another dimension. That's the reason why they even fucking attract my attention, because in another life, I am literally wearing Enchanted Luster. I'm actually lustering. I'm actually Enchanted Lustering. But right now I'm just lusting. So forget it. Now, for the grand finale, the reason why we're all here. This is the reason why we came. I literally saw this and was like, I need to do a hump it or dump it, because it's Angelica's Singe Beauty brushes. It's a 5-set brush. They look amazing. I seriously think that the EO2 and the EO5 are the answer to my prayers. I'm pretty sure that those are the new Voldemorphy M506s. And quite frankly, if I could get them in singles for like $10, then I literally won't use Voldemorphy M506s anymore. So anyways, this is like the answer to all of our fucking prayers. Angelica is such a smart makeup YouTuber. So her style of makeup is nothing like mine, but she's solid as fuck. She has integrity. She speaks her mind. She tells the truth. And she is a smart... She's just smart. I think that she's like really savvy, and I think that what she came out with looks like it's like the answer to all of our fucking prayers. So it's like $55 US for 5 brushes. That's like amazing. It launches on March 25th, and you can actually go to Angelica's page, go to Singe Beauty, and then go to her website, which is already launched. And honestly, I don't think this is something we should fucking miss. I think that everybody needs to buy these brushes. If you watch my channel and you love my style and you do your makeup even somewhat similar like me, if you've ever fucking called me and said, hey, what's that brush you use all the time? If you've ever said, what is Voldemorphy? What is the deal? You always use this brush. I can't find Voldemorphy. If you are any of those people, keep your eye on this brush set, because it's fucking spectacular. I have a feeling it's going to be the best brush set, well, besides the Made by Mitchell brush set. And yeah, I feel like it's something I can't live without. I feel like I definitely need to be dating this brush set. Fucking immediately. It must be mine. So I'm going to do whatever I have to, even if it means if I have to sell my ass to get that brush set, I probably will do it. Anyway, so that was the big daddy, the brush set. I was like, oh my God, that brush set, I need to do a hump it or dump it right fucking now. I needed to let myself down. Like, I just need to let myself down a little bit, like I always fucking do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, because you can't wait to see what happens next. Hit the like button if you like this video, or if you just like my sparkling personality, my boyish charm, and hang out with me in the comments, because I fucking love it. If you're like, oh my God, that girl is so pretty till she opens her big fucking mouth, then go check out my Instagram. I don't talk as much on Instagram. Actually, that's fucking changing with the quickness. So I'm starting to talk a little bit more on Instagram, and we'll just have to see. And if you were like, don't sugarcoat it, Katie, why don't you tell us how you really feel? Then go check out my Patreon. It's listed in the description box below. I go live most Fridays at 1 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Come check it out. I'd love to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. You could have been anywhere, but you were here wasting your time with me, and I totally appreciate you. Later. See ya. There, now was that so fucking hard?